As a physician, I've been in the room when there's some difficult conversations happening. I don't want the federal government involved with that at all. I want women, doctors, local political leaders.
Women, doctors, local political leaders. We all remember that moment of unintentional honesty from TV doctor Mehmet Oz, the Trump-backed candidate for U.S. Senate in Pennsylvania, during a debate last week. His answer exposed the absurdity of the position of the many Republicans who say they support abortion bans with exceptions. You can hear the same thing from another Trump-backed candidate, Bo Hines, running for Congress in North Carolina. You see, after interviewing the Republican candidate, a local TV station described his position this way, quote, he wants victims of rape and incest to be allowed to get an abortion on a case-by-case basis through a community-level review process. Okay, surely something got lost in translation. They got that wrong. That can't be this guy's real position, can it?
I think we have to look at each case individually.
As you know, though, legislation can't be written on an individual basis. So if it comes before Congress, Lindsey Graham's, for example, his proposal is to have exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Do you support that?
I'd have to look at the bill, to be honest with you. I'd have to see how it's structured, but there are certainly legal mechanisms you could put in place legislatively that would create an individual basis review. So I reject the notion that, you couldn't do that.
Legislative mechanisms for individual basis review, community review to decide if a pregnant woman or a girl meets the criteria of an exception for rape or incest. Whenever one of these candidates is pressed for even 30 seconds on how these exceptions would work, this is all they come up with. I mean, the fact is most rape and sexual assault victims do not even report it to police. So are they going to submit to a community review process? I mean, think about it. Again, think about it for more than 30 seconds. Imagine a girl having to go down to town hall for a hearing, standing at a microphone to explain to a panel of community members how she got pregnant from incest. This is the reality. This is what it would look like. These calls for exceptions to make abortion bans seem less invasive than they really are. And some Democrats are effectively conveying that message, like this ad for Joe Cunningham running for governor in South Carolina.
When I was 12 in 1972, I was babysitting for a neighboring family. The father came home with his friend early from work, locked their children outside, and commenced to take turns raping me. I had to have an abortion at that time with no anesthesia. I did what was best for an 88-pound 12-year-old with no other options. I am a survivor of rape. My body is not yours, and it's not the state's. It's mine.
Now, if that pregnant 12-year-old rape victim lived in North Carolina and Bo Hines had a say in things, would that girl have to submit to a community review? Again, it's not an abstraction. Because with enough Republican lawmakers in power, it may very well soon be reality.